Okay, let's go ahead and get started because it is 5:02. They can jump in if they come. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with that breathing. What do you think, Kenyatta, about this breathing and body scan stuff? Is that helpful for you?
It is, yeah.
It
I
is?
like it. Mhm.
Okay, cool. Well, let's jump into it. Go ahead and hop on your square. And then we're going to start with, let's start with 4 deep breaths today, right? Let's go ahead and put the weight in the heels, engage your glutes, right? Let's do a couple shoulder rolls. And then we're going to start with those 4 deep breaths. And when you breathe in, I want you to breathe in through the mouth and out of the mouth. We're going to try to envision stretching out those lungs and then just letting the air fall out. So here we go. First breath. Second breath. Third breath. Fourth breath. Now you're going to keep breathing. I just want you to follow the instruction, okay? So keep breathing. Go ahead and relax your glutes and then engage them as tight as you can. And then relax them and then engage them. Okay, this time we're going to relax, and when we re-engage, we're just going to go ahead and close our eyes. So relax and then engage and then close your eyes. Now keep your glutes engaged as tight as you can throughout the whole exercise. We're going to start with the weight in the heels, and we're breathing. We're going to slowly rock to those toes, keeping the glutes engaged, which can be challenging, and then we're going to rock back. And as we're rocking back and forth, we're just checking in from the ground up. So toes, muscles of the feet, the bones, ankles, right? Good morning to all of them, welcoming them to the exercise this morning. And it may seem small and it may seem little, but we're developing a relationship with movement. And we're trying to develop a relationship with movement that is not hostile, or that is not, what's the word I'm looking for? Not abusive. We got a lot of relationships in our lives, whether it is conscious or subconscious, that can be abusive. I mean, kids, right? Love kids, but we're teaching them how to treat us, and that could be a struggle. So it might seem small, but stick with me, right? Good morning to the toes, muscles of the feet, and the heels, okay? With glutes still engaged, we're going to stop the rock and put the weight back in the heels, and we're going to step, get the feet together, right? And then I'm going to start making circles with my knees. It's just going to go in one direction. As I'm doing that, I'm going to notice that my hips are probably doing the most movement. My knees are second, and then my ankles with those circles. And I'm just checking in with my knees, with my ankles, and with my hips. Seeing how they're moving, seeing if I can determine cramping or anything like that. Now I'm going to reverse those circles. Good morning, hips. Good morning, knees. Good morning, ankles. Thanks for supporting me this morning. All right, so now I'm going to reset by stopping with circles, engage those glutes, and get the feet out wide, but point it straight ahead, okay? Now I'm just going to, without putting that 90-degree bend in my arms, I'm just going to raise them straight out to the side. And let's go a little wider with our stance today, okay? Now, I should be reaching from side to side. My arms are parallel with the ground. I'm going to go ahead and take my shoulders and raise them up to my ears. My hands, my elbows are going to follow. So everything is still parallel to the ground, but I am shrugging with those shoulders. And then I'm going to drop them back down. They're going to all move together. So I'm just going to go up and I'm going to go down. Right, I'm going to feel my trapezius, which is the muscles and kind of connect your head to your shoulders, flex and relax. Say good morning to those. We do a couple more of those again. Glutes are still engaged, weight is still in the heels. Okay, and then I'm gonna drop those shoulders, hands are at the same level as those shoulders. Okay, now I'm gonna take my right hand and I'm gonna bend over, leaning to the left side to go touch that left toe. So if you need to open up your eyes and take a look at it, it's gonna look like this. I'm just gonna shoot those hips back and I'm gonna go down, and touch that toe, and then I'm gonna return to start, okay? And then I'm gonna do the opposite side. So go ahead and reset, engage those glutes. Eyes are still closed, weight is still in the heels. Now, I'm gonna go with my left hand. I'm gonna shoot those hips back. I'm gonna go down. My right hand is up in the air, and I'm gonna touch that toe, the right toe, and then back to the start. Now, I'm gonna do that again on both sides. I'm gonna shoot those hips back. I'm gonna say good morning to those hamstrings because I should feel those stretching, right? And then I'm gonna stand back up. And then I'm gonna shoot those hips back, touch that right toe with the left hand, say good morning to that hamstring, and then stand back up. And then I'm gonna drop those hands off to the side. Okay, I'm gonna bring my feet in just a little bit closer. And then I'm gonna raise my arms straight out in front of me, right? Extend them out. I'm gonna actually go all the way up to where both of my arms are pointed straight up towards the ceiling and they are straight at the elbow. Then I'm gonna drop those arms back down to my side. And then I'm gonna go behind me as far as I can. My palms should be facing the ceiling. Right, I should feel my triceps engage. Muscles of my neck are moving. Good morning to the muscles of the arms, triceps, shoulders, right? We'll go back up, drop those arms to the side, then they're gonna come up right above my head. Stretching out the back, the lats. We'll do that one more time. Arms go back down to the side, they go past my body and then up. Fingers are sprayed, palms are pointed towards the ceiling. And then I'm gonna go back, our arms alongside the body and then up. Now palms are facing straight ahead and fingers are reaching towards the ceiling. Now I'm gonna keep my arms straight up like that. They're gonna be straight at the elbow as I take my hip and I'm gonna shift it to the right as I take my hands. I'm gonna shift it to the left as I take my hands to the right. So I'm kind of doing a side bend with arms straight, giving me a whole side stretch. And then I'm gonna return to start. Arms are straight up in the air. Arms are straight at the elbow. Now I'm gonna take my hip and shoot it to the right as I take both hands and reach to the left and stretch out that side. Okay, and then I'm gonna return to the start position and drop those arms. Okay, couple shoulder rolls. Let's go reverse shoulder rolls. So shoulders go way back, they come up. It's gonna make big circles with those shoulders. Still breathing, glutes are still engaged. Really heating up, muscles of the neck, shoulders. Good morning, shoulders. Let's reverse that now. Let's go reverse circles. Good morning, shoulders. Good morning, neck. Good morning, spine with those side bends. Okay, and relax, relax. Okay, so today, instead of just breaking the movements of the neck down, right, I'm gonna just make circles. So re-engage those glutes, weight is in the heel. I'm gonna take this chin and drop it into my chest. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and bring or lower my right ear towards my right shoulder, and I'm gonna just make circles. So I'm gonna go up. At this point, your chin should be pointed towards the ceiling, and then you're gonna come down on the other side, return to start position. Let's do one more in that direction. Good morning, cervical spine. Now let's go in the opposite direction. Same thing, just big circles, big global circles. One more time. Okay, return to start, bring that chin level. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and finish with 4 deep breaths here. Okay, start in the mouth, out of the mouth. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to slowly open up the eyes. Okay, awesome. All right, so today's bot is going to be slightly different. We're going to focus on the muscles of your shoulders and upper back. So we're going to do what's called T's, Y's, W's. What a TYW is I'm going to get my feet just outside of hip width apart, maybe just slightly wider. And then I am going to make my arms, so it's like from my hips up to my fingertips is going to be a Y. See how I'm making a Y there? Now, what I'm going to do with that Y is I'm going to fold myself in half by sending those hips back. Biceps are still alongside my arms. I got a slight bend in my knees, right? And hips are way back, hands are way forward. I'm trying to position myself to where everything from my hip up to all the way to the tip of my finger is horizontal to the ground. Then I'm going to drop those arms straight, keeping them straight at the elbow to here. And I'm forming a V when my arms are hanging vertically. And then I'm just going to return to start position like so. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, now instead of using the clock today, we're just going to go for reps. So we're going to go for 12 of these. So go ahead and get in position. Feet are wide. Go ahead and bend my hips back. Now we don't have to start in that position that I was showing you, but I just wanted to show you what a Y, making a Y with your body looks like. So you're going to start with feet wide, shoot those hips way back. Try to get your hip to your head parallel. Make that small V. Act as though your hands are on a track, like a train track, so they can only go up. Now you don't want to go too wide because that's not a Y anymore. So here we go. Let's go 12 of these. Now, when you get to the top, I really want you to engage those shoulders and reach. So that's 1, 2. If you can get those biceps behind your ears, great. 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're holding it at the top for a good second. 7, so we can really own the movement. 8, 9, 10, 11, one more, and we're gonna hold this 12 up here. Hold, get those biceps behind the ears, hips are way back, tight midsection, and 12. Okay, stand up, kind of walk that off. Now it's a good idea to try to, in any movement that you're doing, to make sure that you go from in range to in range and that you hold the movement, right? Because I can take my arms and I can just shoot them up there and I can just shoot them up there. And that's great, but you're not really owning the movement because you're kind of using momentum, if that makes sense. All right, so let's move on. Now we're going to do what's called T's. And what a T is I'm going to make my body into a T. So my feet are wide, my arms are straight out, my palms are facing forward. All right, now this is just a setup as a description or just to kind of explain the movement. Now I'm going to go ahead and fold my body in half by shooting those hips back as far as I can. I should almost be losing my balance. slight bend in the knees, right? Head is looking straight down. Now, arms are going to come together in this vertical position. And then with fingers spread apart, I'm going to separate them again as high as I can. If I can get those hands behind my back while my torso is parallel to the ground, great. I'm going to hold it and bring it back down, okay? Let's go 12 of those as well. So go ahead and shoot those hips back, slight bend in the knees, drop those arms, spread the fingers apart, hands should be touching. Here we go. As high as you can. 1. Now also, when you raise those arms up, make sure you're not going back, right? My hands should not be traveling back towards my butt. That's where we're stronger. We want to develop the strength where we're going straight out to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so again, on the 12th one, we're going to hold it. 12, get those hands up, holding tight midsection, hips are back, weights in the heel, and rest it. Okay, go ahead and walk that off. All right, now next movement is going to be what's called a W. So feet are wide. It's going to raise my hands up. I'm going to drop my elbows so that my elbows are close to the rib cage. And then my body sort of looks like a W here with the arms, right? Now, what I'm going to do, again, is fold myself in half, right? Weight is in the heels, slight bend in the knees. The priority is elbows down and tucked, elbows up, wrist up. Now, as I extend my arms, I'm going to touch my thumbs out above my head. Looks like this. Here, and then all the way back down. Okay? We're going to go at 12 of those. We're going to hold the extension on the 12th one at the very end. Okay? So feet are wide, slight bend in the knees. I'm going to shoot those hips back, getting everything from my hips to the top of my head parallel to the ground. I'm going to raise up those elbows, raise up the hands, and here we go. I'm looking at the floor. Extend. 1. 2. Now, as my arms are extended, I'm trying to get them above my head, and then they can come back to level with my head as I drop those elbows. 3. Tight midsection. 4. Weights in the heels. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 2 more. 11. And 12, we're going to hold, hands up, tight midsection, and rest it. Whoa. All right. So I don't know about you, but I can really feel that in those muscles of my upper back, mid back. Those are the muscles that will bulletproof your posture as we age. These are the things that you should be doing. These are the things that I don't normally do. So I'm so happy that I'm doing this class because I am getting stronger in the small ways. So here we go. We're going to focus a lot on legs today, and we're going to start out with 100 squats, 100 air squats. We are going to start. Let's just go ahead and knock out 25 of them. We'll break. We'll do another 25. We'll break. and we'll get it going. If we feel good at 25, we'll just take it to 50 and then break. All right. You remember the setup for this, right? Feet are wide, toes are forward. It can be slightly turned out. The priority with your squat is that your knees track over your big toe and the toe right next to it, okay? So, and then we're gonna try to get as deep as we can, and then the knees are gonna bend, but they're not gonna go forward. And then we're gonna shoot those arms out so that we can stay balanced, okay? And then the knees separate at the bottom. I mean, so many instructions to the squat, right? Okay, so here we go. 1, and then squeezing the butt at the top. It don't ever stop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, these feel so good. 8. I went running yesterday. 9. 10. I used to be an avid runner. 11. But I'm trying to get back into it. 12. It's just been so hot. 13. 14. So these squats. 15 are reclaiming my positioning. 16. 17. What do I mean by that? 18. 19. I'll explain. 20. 21. I think we're going to take it all the way to 50 though, because I'm feeling good. I hope you are too. 22. 23. And then I'll explain that. 24. Right now. 25. I'm still doing my 26. Body scan. 27. Making sure. 28. That I'm pushing evenly through both legs. 29. 30. Paying attention to what my feet are doing. 31. Trying to make them equal. 32. 33. Trying to make sure I'm not shifting as I drop. 4. 35. Making sure I'm still squeezing at the top. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. And 50. Let's take a small break, small break. So what I mean by reclaiming your positioning is that every muscle has a proper length and tension that it should be at rest, right? Every muscle. So if this is your posture, say you're looking that way, the back of your body is that way, you got muscles that pull this way, and you got muscles that pull that way. And if those muscles are at their proper length and tension, then you should be able to demonstrate what's called postural efficiency, right? Now, say for whatever reason that this muscle was pulling more this way, and this one, so this one's overactive, and then the one in the back is underactive, right? That is not postural efficiency. You are not moving at your optimal ways, right? The mechanics are not optimal. You're probably wearing out your joints more than you should be in this position. What gets a person in that position? Spending too much time in one position. The human body's not meant to do that. So when you spend time in this typing position, your body will start to form into that position. Meanwhile, we're still trying to work out and be healthy, but we're wearing out our joints. Now, what else can do that is exercise. Exercise can make a muscle shorter than it's supposed to be. And when we know that, then we can do what's called reclaiming the position. So running makes you super tight, but if you can move and stretch through full range of motion, you can reclaim the position. So that's all I meant by that. Okay, we got 50 more. Here we go. We're gonna go 50 straight. Feet are wide, feet are pointed straight ahead. Here we go. We're gonna speed it up just a little bit this time. 1 or 52, 53, 54, 5, 6, 7, 8, 59. The deeper you get, 60. The more you reclaim that position. 1, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68. These should be getting better. 69, 70, 71. We're getting all this practice. 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 10 left, 10 left, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Okay, good job, good job. I just got back from a trip from Nashville, and I must have looked like a freak to some of these people at the gas station, because every time I stopped to fill up, I did 50 of these squats right in front of the pump, trying to reclaim that positioning, because sitting robs you of that as well. Okay, reverse lunges, Kenyatta, let's go. We're gonna alternate. We need 90 of these. Let's see how far we can get before we need to take a break. So reverse lunge, I'm leaning forward, putting the weight over that front leg. I'm gonna tap that back knee, right? And then I'm gonna step forward. I'm gonna switch. That was 1, 2, again, if you stop short, 3 of touching the ground, that's fine. 4, as long as you're leaning forward. 5, putting most of the weight over that front leg. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Make sure that knee doesn't come in, the front knee. 11, 12, 13, 14. The lean is important. 15, 16. We're trying to get those glutes. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, trying to 28. Your body will tell you 29, 30. When you're doing it right, 31, 32, because 33, just like you, 34, are trying to figure out 35, the most efficient way to move. 36, when you do it right, 37, your body knows. 38, because it goes, yeah, 39, like that. 40, 41, 42. A lot of times it does it on one side, 43, but not on the other side. 44, it's up to you. 45, to try to mimic the proper side. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Let's break here at 50 just for a second. I hope you got your water. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Just a quick one. Just a quick one. We're at 50. Let's go. Okay, let's go. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. You might notice 61, and I'm not 62, putting that toe down. 63, because I want to remind myself, 64, to drive through that heel when I step forward. 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. Quick break, quick break. We're almost there. Got 10 left. Breathe. Breathe. Whenever I'm doing a lot of reps like this, it can get loud in your head, meaning all you can think about is getting done, getting done. It hurts. I'm uncomfortable. When that happens, it's a good idea to stop, take a couple of breaths, bring yourself back down. Because when that happens, then form is usually breaking as well. Let's finish these last 9 or 10. I'm sorry. 1, 82, woo, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, and 90. Okay, good job. Let's walk that off. That was a lot of squats, a lot of reverse lunges, right? If you're like me, those hamstrings are talking to you. The groin is talking to you, but it's all good stuff. Your knees should not be talking to you. It should be these muscles of the hips, okay? Next, single leg deadlifts. Yes, heavy legs today. It's heavy legs today. Let's get it. Okay, single leg deadlift. That single leg, I'm gonna balance on one leg. I'm gonna start with that toe here. Now, my leg, let's say my right leg, when I bend over, I'm going to be trying to shoot that leg back. What that's going to do is it's going to balance me over the post of my left leg. Okay, I got weight in front of me. I need weight behind me to balance that out. Now I'm going to start here, and I'm just going to go down. And then I'm going to come back up. Today, we're going to omit the knee drive. Normally, or on other days, we've done the touch, and then we've come up with the drive. Today, we're just gonna go from here, whoops. Now, as soon as those shoulders drop, that foot comes up, right? Here, 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 okay? Let's go 20, right? We're starting with that left leg down. Right leg is in the back. Here we go. 1. Left leg, you can bend. 2, to get to that toe. 3, knee does not come in. 4, spread those toes out in the shoe. 5, so you can grip the ground. 6, sometimes 7, this movement is good with no shoes on. 8, 9, 10, 11, really shoot that foot back. We're going for the glute. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good job, good job. Walk that off. Walk that off. Okay. Now we're going to plant that right foot down. Extend that left leg behind us. Now we're moving at a faster pace, Kenyatta, because you need to get to work, but we're going to get this in. Here we go. Left hand down to the right toe. Shoot that left leg back as we go down. Here we go. 1. Now this time you can bend to the right leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My right leg's a little more shaky. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's walk that off. Walk that off. Okay. Back to that left leg. Back to that left leg. We need 20 more on this left leg. Here we go. Move a little faster today. Here we go. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Keep your form. That back leg is going back. 32. If you're not feeling it in your glute, 33. Push that leg back even further. 34. 35. 6. 7. 8. 39. 40. Walk that off. Walk it off. Okay, let's finish up on this right leg. Right leg's planted, left leg's moving. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 7, 8, 39, 40. All right, walk that off. That's 80. Got 40 per leg. All right, next, we're moving right along. It is mountain climber time. Mountain climber time. And we need 70 mountain climbers. 70 mountain climbers. I'm going to bring you down to my speed or my height here, my level. All right. So mountain climbers, push-up position. Hands are in front of, or I'm sorry, hands are underneath the shoulders, right? We're in this position. We can walk it or we can run it. Okay, let's go. Let's go 30. Let's go 30. We'll rest it at 30. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30. Okay, rest it. Now, if you can keep those shoulders in front of your hands and pushing away, the legs should just float. They should just float. Couple deep breaths. Okay, let's go 30 more. 31, 32, 3, 4, 5, 6, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. Okay, we just got 10 left. Or no, that was 70. That's 70? That was 70. Okay, deep breath. Last two things, I think, before you gotta go.
Actually, I have to go now.
What's that?
I actually have to go now to get ready. So
Okay, well, if you want, just log back on later. You can get the rest
Okay.
of it. Have a
Perfect.
good day, and then we'll see you on Friday.
sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. All right, for the rest of us, we have hip thrusters, hip thrusters. So we're back down on the ground here. Okay. Try. Let's get flat. I should be on my map. That's okay. All right, so we're gonna go with those hip thrusters. So heels are dug in, hands are here to brace. I'm gonna go up as high as I can, and then I'm gonna come down and tap, okay? Now you don't have to exaggerate. I'm exaggerating here because I want you to really focus on driving through the heel and the midfoot, not the toe on this movement, because we're shooting for glute and hamstring engagement. Toes are gonna focus on our quads, which is gonna be knee stuff. We don't wanna do that. All right, so here we go. We need 60 of these. Let's get to 30 and then we'll rest it, okay? 3, 2, 1. Now get up as high as you can and then go a little higher. 1, just tap at the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, or yeah, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, whoa, it's burning, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Okay, let's rest it. Let's rest it. If you're like me, I'm starting to feel that, or I'm not starting, I've been feeling it. It is burning the glutes. That's okay, because that's what we're shooting for, right? We're at 30. We need 30 more. Couple deep breaths. Okay, here we go. Let's get that last 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 42, 43, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Okay, I got a break. Keep going. If you can keep going, I need a break just for a second. Ooh, these are difficult. Okay, here I go. 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 60. Woo! Boy, if you haven't been using your glutes, that movement right there will force you into using them. That will force you into using them. Okay, what do we got next? We have 50 calf raises. 50 calf raises, right? So I'm going to leave you here just so that you can focus on my feet, right? So all my calf raise is I'm just going to go up on those toes and back down. And we got 50 of these, right? If I really want to get into it, like the front of the calf, I can lift. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to do that. Okay, we need 50 of those. Now, what you can't see is I'm going to go ahead and hold on to something here so that I can maintain my balance. Now, if I've been doing this for a while, I could probably do it freestanding, all right? But if not, go ahead and hold on to something, okay? So we need 50 of these. Let's get the first 25 and then we'll rest it, right? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, let's walk that off a little bit. And then we're going to get the other 25. All right. There we go. It's a real calf burner. 1 or 21 or 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1. Under control. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 5, 6, 47, 48, 49, and 50. Good job. Good job. All right, next. And if you haven't noticed so far, right, we started with 100 squats. We dropped down to 90 reverse lunges. And then we went to 80 single leg deadlifts, 70 mountain climbers, 60 hip thrusters, 50 calf raises. Now we're going to 40. We're going to do 40 forward lunges this time, 40 forward lunges. So I'm going to bring you back up to this level, tilt you down, grab myself some water because I believe in staying hydrated. I hope you do too. Okay. We're gonna go with those forward lunges. So forward lunges, just like the reverse lunges. This angle, right? Is that when I go into that forward lunge, I'm gonna lean into it, right? Now, I'm gonna tap that knee, and then I'm not gonna push off the toe. Most of us are gonna have an urge to push off that toe. But what I want you to do is push off that heel. And then we're gonna lean, go into that second one, explode off that heel, push yourself back to standing. Now we just need 40 of these. Now let's get to 20 and we'll decide if we need to break. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let's keep going. 21. Let's go to 40. We can slow it down. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 10 more. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. All right, good job. So I'm just noticing the time. We only got 5 minutes left and we still have our affirmation to do, but we still have 3 more movements to do. So for those of you that have to leave, I understand, should only be, when I started these things out, I said they were only going to be a half hour. That went to 45 minutes and then it went to an hour. Mostly just because I love this stuff. I love it. Even at 5 o'clock in the morning, I love it. So it's my passion and I'm going to keep going. So if you got to go, I understand. You can come back later and review the affirmation. I think you'll like it. But for those of you that can keep rocking, let's rock. Now, don't feel bad if you do have to leave and we weren't able to get it all done. Most of us are focused on finishing the task no matter what. I think that's a good mindset to have, but I think a better mindset is just enjoying the process, right? It is what it is. I'm doing what I am doing. The first part of this exercise is just as important as finishing the exercise. I would say it's even more important than that. So try to change that mindset in terms of just get it done to check a box. No, just get done what you can get done, accept what you cannot get done. And, we'll see you at the next workout. Okay. Again, we're trying to develop this positive relationship with movement. Okay. So with that being said, the next rep scheme is 30. And 30, we're going to do curtsy lunges. What our curtsy lunge is it's all it is it's a reverse lunge, right? So I'm doing my reverse lunge here, but instead of just doing the reverse lunge, I'm going to reverse it and cross over, tap that knee. Now the priority here is I'm trying to keep this shin vertical because it's easy because I'm leaning to the side to go here with it, but I want to see if I can keep it here so I can really get a twist in the hip and really get that glute and step forward, okay? We're gonna go ahead and knock out 15 on this one side. Sometimes we can alternate, but I really want you to drill in the mechanics of it. So let's just stick to the one side. Here we go. And if you can't touch that knee, that's fine, this is acceptable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I'm still leaning. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good job. Good job. Okay. Let's get that other side. Let's roll right into it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Good job. Good job. Okay. Next is 20 jumping squats. Okay, we did those 100 squats, so our squat mechanics should be right all tuned in and ready to go. Let's go feet wide, right? We're going to shoot those hips back, hands forward. So triple flexion position, flexion in the ankle, flexion in the knees, flexion in the hips, to triple extension. Boom, right? Everything straight, back down to triple flexion. We just need 10 of these or 20 of these, right? Deep breaths. Okay, I need to get a couple deep breaths here. I can feel my body just, so I'm gonna bring it back down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, this stuff might seem small, but it is so important in developing a positive relationship with movement. When you start to feel a certain way, like I just did, just stop, breathe. You will come back to normal. Okay, we need 20 of these, right? Let's do 10. Let's do 10 to start. Feet are wide, shoot those hips back, right? We don't have to jump high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Walk that off, and then we got 10 more. Okay. 10 more. Let's get it done. Feet are wide. We're going to shoot those hips back. Knees are wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 20. Okay, good job. Walk that off. Walk it off. Okay, the last one. Yes, burpees. We need just 10 burpees and we will be done. We will be done. Coach Chuck is tired. I ran yesterday for the first time just because it's the first day that it was kind of cool enough to where I could at the time of day that I selected to do it. And boy, is my body going, what? What are you doing right now? But it's everything starts hard and then eventually it becomes easy, right? And we make the mistake of thinking that things that are easy on the front end are better for us. It's not true. Don't believe that lie. Things that are typically things that are harder for us in the beginning, right? Anything that's good, that's given to you, or that you're going after is usually hard in the beginning. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it. And this is how we figure out who we are, right? It's always hard at the beginning. Okay, here we go. We just need 10 burpees. I'm gonna do 5. I'm gonna break it up, right? All right, so you guys remember the burpee, right? I'm actually gonna do it, and I'm gonna do 3 different versions of the burpee, just so that you get a sense of the different modifications. Most of you guys know these, right? So first one, I'm gonna throw my hands up. I'm not even gonna jump. I'm gonna squat down, put my hands down. I'm gonna step back, do my push up on the knees, get back on the feet, step forward, hands up. That's one. Second modification, right? Hands are gonna go down. I'm gonna kick back. I'm gonna kick forward. 2. And then the third one is just regular burpee, right? 3. 4. 5. Okay. Walk that off. And then we're going to get 5 more. I'm blowing up. We are almost done. 5 minutes over. Okay. 5 burpees, people. Let's go. This is taking everything I got. I'm telling you. This morning's rough. But I've never done a workout that I regret it. I only regretted the workouts I didn't do. Here we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give yourself a round of applause. I know I am. Give yourself a pat on the back. Give yourself a high five. Again, these are the things that are small, but very important in developing a positive relationship with exercise and movement, okay? Wasting enough time, so we're gonna go right into the affirmation. The affirmation for today, July 17th, 2022. Here it is. Or it's not even an affirmation today, it's words of wisdom. Character may also be called the most effective means of persuasion. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. So I read that and I thought, that's the most honest way that you can persuade someone or persuade a group of people to try to do the right thing, right? Your character is everything, okay? You might have some friends that you like for a certain reason, but you might not always agree with their character. So you might party with those guys, but you might not want those guys around your kids. You might, you might have some friends that you like to, I don't know, work out with, but you might not want those friends around, I don't know, your mother for whatever reason, right? Mostly because there's flaws in their character that you don't necessarily think would jive with these different groups, right? But a person of good character can be in any of your circles with you, and you feel completely comfortable with that person. You might even trust that person a little bit more than one of your other friends that has questionable character, right? So how does this play into you and your mindset? Well, it's a good idea to prioritize your character. Know what your character is like, figure out how you can develop your character. Because if there's something that you want, there's something that you're striving for, and it is up to maybe someone else holds whatever that is in their hand, they might be more willing to help you get to it if they believe in your character or they trust your character, right? So if I'm trying to teach my son between right and wrong, he's a smart kid. He's going to look at me and he's going to know my character. And based on my character will determine on whether or not he listens to me, right? It's going to see how I carry myself, how I move throughout the world. And if he sees that I'm doing things where that might not necessarily always benefit me, right? Like, so if I'm doing something for somebody that I don't necessarily have to do, right? Or how I treat people who can do nothing for me, he sees that, and then I try to give him instruction, then he's going to trust me, even if he doesn't have like proof of it. He's going to trust the fact that I'm trying to help him just based on my character. So in a sense, I'm able to persuade him to do the right thing based on the stuff that I do that he just watches. So I know I'm kind of, I can get kind of philosophical with some of this stuff, but hopefully you're picking up on what I'm putting down with this character thing. Character may almost be called the most effective means of persuasion. Think about it. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Thank you for joining me this morning. Wednesday got kind of long, but I appreciate you rocking with me. Go out there and attack this Wednesday. And I will see you here on Friday morning, bright and early. Have a great day. And love the person who you are becoming.